Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway.
Hello, Flows. What's up? Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Before we do start, I actually want to play something from DJ Moon. So, shout out, DJ. You rock. There we go.
Go on, dude. Oh, Jesus loves you, Jerry.
But the ending is epic.
I know.
This guy did a great job. What the
Yeah.
The DJ did. Nice. He's going the monkey man.
Look, and it
DJ New Moon. Woohoo, guys! I'm putting it in chat for you guys.
I've just done it. I've done it. It's in there.
Yeah, well, I
Wow.
said this morning, it was a nice little. Yeah, man.
It's amazing, man.
It would have been totally awesome if they just if he made it a bunch of penguins chased after FDFE.
I had to play it on my stream. I didn't even get his permission yet. I was like, no, I have to. I haven't seen him, so I'm just doing it.
But when I saw, I was like, I asked him, can I please put it on? I had to because that's brilliant. Guys, do go and support him. Give him a view and give him a like and share it. Yeah, DJ New Moon. Awesome. And then Ironworks, thank you for $2 super chat. Oh, snap, I'm early. Thank you for the super chat, man. And anyway, we are joined by Charles, which he can't be with us right now. He's in his classroom. We've got PJ, Jeff, and Roger. Good to see you guys. Hope you're all doing well.
Good to be here, sir.
Oh, good.
But yeah, it's brilliant, man. DJ, you rock.
That's all right, DJ, man. It was a pleasure to play it, man. I was dying to play it. I was dying to get to the end of my stream just to play it.
But yeah, it is
he made
good,
a
man.
video shouting out Mikey too, so yeah. He wants him to go look for the new moon. He's going to be in Vegas, and he's coming over here after he gets done, so I get to meet Mikey in person.
Nice.
Cool.
I know.
Say hi. Say to Mikey. Say hi. Hey.
Hi, hey. All right, I will.
Hey.
Hey.
But guys, it's good to see everybody. Tonight's topic is actually Witsit. It's not what he said, because a lot of what he said on his stream I agreed with, though. That's the way he said it and the way he was acting. He looked all drugged up, if I could say it that way.
Yeah, it's like if he stood up, we'd be doing the Thorazine shuffle, you know? It's I wouldn't want to accuse it, but I mean, I've got experience with drugs, and it kind of looked like that to me. But I wouldn't want to say, look, you're on drugs. But there's a few indications there, like contracted pupils, sideways grin, croaky voice. That's not always a thing, though. I've got a croaky voice just from talking, but that happens when you take certain kinds of drugs and that. I wouldn't like to accuse it, but
he looked very slow as well.
Very relaxed for
but he
just
looked
coming out of the gym.
He looked very slow as well.
Yeah.
And I just got to point out, where the hell has he been that he looks so sunburned?
Mm-hmm.
It was in Antarctica.
And his hair looks very dirty, sorry to say. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned in a while. So I don't know where he's been, what he's been doing. But yeah, guys, he's still a flat earther, Bob. Shame. But then again, Bob's not the smartest guy. He thinks evaporation and boiling are the same thing. He thinks condensation is somehow boiling. But yeah, it's good to see everybody. Glad you could make it. We're just going to go through some of Witsit's thing and the way he talks, because like I said, I listened to about a half an hour of it, and I agree practically with what he said. Although the way he did it, like I said, just something off about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's taking this very, very bad. It's like maybe it's the stress or something. But he doesn't look good. He doesn't look healthy.
And I mean, as soon as I seen the title, I was like straight away, it's got to be clickbait. There's no way he would come, even if he had turned around 180 and become a Glober or whatever. He wouldn't admit it this quickly. He wouldn't just. I knew it was clickbait. I actually knew he was going to say topography. You know what I mean? It was just obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've all been saying that. Hey, Roger.
Of course.
Hi.
Yeah, the same is happening to Buzz Aldrin. Exactly, Jeff. That's why I say it could be stress and stuff.
That's it.
The lying could just be catching up to me. Don't know. But
maybe
in all fairness, in all fairness, honesty, Witsit, even though I don't like all the lying and stuff you do, I do worry about you, man. If you sicky, if you're sick and you're not right and stuff, I'd hope you get what you need. You know what I mean? To get help. So
that's what I'm saying, kind of the space, man. I'm an ex-addict, heroin, crack addict, so I know signs. I've tried everything. So, I'm not saying he's heroin crack, but I'm saying I've done everything. So, like, I kind of know the looks.
Tony, the cloning went Ori.
Oh. Yeah, he looks a
Well, you
little
know that.
puffy, like he's been beat up, dude. To me, that's what I'm looking at. He looks like he's been through it.
I've
Not,
never
not a
seen him
joke,
sideways grin before, and he's got a sideways grin in this. Unless that's just
but it was
something.
like it's stuck like that, sort of, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And that usually is based on drug addiction and
Abuse,
drug
yeah.
abuse, but unfortunately. But yeah, there was actually a conspiracy out there that the real Witsit and all the flat earthers aren't the real ones. They cloned them. I actually heard that. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, ask
But
PJ. He know.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, I have to say, TV definitely changed the way they behave and stuff, because they definitely don't act the way they used to. I don't know about you guys. Have you realized that? They seem
yeah.
different in a
Of
way.
course, of course, of course. It's a
Um,
big burden. It's a big burden to keep that. I mean, they know how many people they're lying to, how many people became flat earthers, how many people look up to their channels and stuff like that. That's a big burden to weigh. A lot of deception is a big burden to weigh upon your shoulders to keep it going as well.
Well, to be fair, PJ, I think they asked for that responsibility. They took it on themselves, and
They did. They did.
without God in their life, they're not going to have any strength to hold up, dude. That's if you're going to sit there and deny basic principles like Jaren did,
because I also think that we're also going to maybe talk about some Trinity tonight, because that has been with a lot of discussion lately as well, especially within the flat Earth for
Cool.
some reason.
That's good. That is because
Yeah.
I've got a video that I saved at the beginning of the week for near the it could be it's Friday, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, near the end of the week. I wanted to do it, and it's Dave Wood debating the Trinity with an Islamic guy from a while back. So yeah, I wanted to do that. That'd be cool. So yeah, that's good to be doing that. Excellent.
nice.
Trinity stuff needs to be done.
I agree. Okay, so let's watch some of his stuff, and then you'll see exactly why I say. There's just something weird about how he's talking and his whole body language.
In a world. What up? Oh. In a minute?
He seems
Sideways.
even awkward.
You know, I'm thinking, I'm going back and forth. I used to do this thing where I would play random
Hold on,
instrumentals,
Flats.
like freestyle.
But this side of his his left side of his face is like swollen, dude. That's why he's talking like that. It's like his jaw. He's got dental problems. It looks like.
It looks like he's going like this, but
He's
it's
got a-
not just that his whole body
Yeah.
is kind of going like this. It's not just his face.
He's got a
And
sideways grin. I mean, I
he's-
remember I used to smile sideways kind of when I was, and you couldn't be bothered. It's your face. You just can't. It's like you're chilling. It's like sideways grin because then it's half a smile. Then you're using less energy. So
And
Yeah.
and I mean, also he's very almost like he's got a bit of a delay on his side, like he's slow when he's talking. He's talking much slower than usual as well.
His last interview he did with Brian or debate, he actually was very coherent and quick and sharp, dude. Yeah, it's the exact opposite, 100%.
It's like he gives you the appearance that he's comfortable, but he's not comfortable.
that's right.
He feels it's just something
Awkward.
off.
He looks
Yeah,
awkward. Yeah, awkward. Yeah.
And
that's
he's a
what I'm
little
saying.
squint too.
I mean, usually when he starts his streams off, he's very confident.
Yes.
Let me just quickly go back to see like he starts again. You'll see.
He shifts in his seat a lot. I mean, he could just be adjusting himself, but
Yeah, but look again. Just look at how he starts. He starts off very awkward, like he doesn't really have confidence.
In a world. What up? Oh. In a minute?
See, it's something there. It's just I don't know. It's very awkward. It's like he didn't really know.
He used to say, "What up, fam?" He used to say, "What up, fam?" And he
Then
just,
go slower. It could be.
and he knows that there's some people in the chat like just. By the way, that wrench was at work again. I felt like I was in Kingdom in Context again.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, Dearth and Kingdom in Context were there, like going crazy in the chat because I was watching the replay, like the first 30 minutes, like I was saying tonight while I was making food, and I was seeing they were like I don't know what's up with Sean Kingdom Context. Sorry, man, but you're really defending Witsit like he's your bum chum or something, man. What's going on?
I know. I mean, come on. He was one of the first ones to interview Duffy. He knows how deceptive Duffy is as well. And
Yes.
he's totally up for him now. I mean, defending him, I suppose.
Guys, we always said if Witsit came out and apologized, and he repented, man, I would accept because I forgive 77 times 7.
Too.
And we wouldn't be having this, but the fact that he keeps it going is the problem, and it's very uncomfortable. And it's hard to, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, we've said it all the time. So it's very disappointing, but it's even more disappointing to me than people like Kingdom in Context, Sean, which I've really been backing. I've been thinking, oh, some cool stuff, even though we don't agree with some doctrine.
Yeah.
But lately he's been very one-sided, kind of censoring
Yep.
anybody that doesn't agree with him, which is not the way to go.
Yeah, there's this like biblical dictatorship, like, and not like a, I don't know. He's not operating in love, like, what I'm saying. Yeah, he called me a slanderer, and I never said anything. I just said TFE fakery. And
Which I still think TFE is a fake thing because it's based on deception.
Yeah. Nor was it slander. I didn't say it to anybody. So.
I mean, we've made it very clear, guys. It doesn't matter if there's a 24-hour sun not if they saw it. Great.
Yeah.
If they saw it, good for them. The point is the way it's presented is very deceptive, and I can't just trust anything that's just being presented very deceptive. That tells me that what I'm looking is out there to deceive people. So why should I trust what's being presented that way?
Exactly.
I think they're pushing a new model too, even on the ether side of this story. So I don't know if Sean's involved with it or not. It seems like he's right on board with it. So
yeah, he is.
Maybe why he is. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, so we will probably get into the Trinity chat tonight because Matthew Hakim was on Eddie Banjo's earlier, a few nights ago, and trying to slag us off about the Trinity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is sad because we didn't attack Matthew. We were just telling him the truth. Unfortunately, based on Bible scripture, he's not a Christian because he denies Jesus as God.
Yeah,
that's literally what Christianity is. The foundation is John 3:16. And if you deny John 3:16 that Jesus is God and he died for our sins, then you're not a Christian. We can't help it. So we'll probably do it. Yeah, very close to 4K subs, guys. Really, really close. 5K. If you guys can please help me get it. But something weird is acting up with everything.
Nobody's getting my notifications.
Not just notifications, even my likes and things. I saw someone's screen. They were showing it was no fanfare. While I was watching it live, it was showing the likes. It was on like 136 or something. With my side was saying 70 at that stage.
Wow. Huh. And I've noticed that I only get like into the hundreds of views anyway. So I've noticed that even the ones that was like on just about to hit 100 on 98, it came down to 59. I mean, that's a big drop when you've only got 90. It was on 90 and it came down to 50 odd. And I was like, what?
That other stream I had the other night with Bob the Science Guy, we ended on 1,300 views. Okay. Now it says it's 900.
That's what I'm saying. That's hundreds of views. It's crazy. It's going. I mean, they used to do one or two to me. Now they're just many, And it happens with the subs as well. I mean, I'm only going up. I'm going up 2, coming down 1, going up 3, coming down 2. That type of thing.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, I just want to say, guys. I just want to say thank you for all the support you guys rock, and yeah, definitely views and stuff has gone up. I mean, we average about 150 to 200 people every stream, so that's a good thing. So
yours is going up, right? Cool.
Yeah. So hit the likes, share the show, and yeah, let's see if we can get further into this Witsit thing. But yeah,
Yeah, but
like
I've
I said,
always wondered
Witsit.
what does he get? Sorry.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
In a minute. I'm thinking. I'm going back and forth. I used to do this thing where I would play random instrumentals and I would freestyle beginning of the stream. I think I might start doing that again. And then
So
reading the
His
chat.
pupils are dilated.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They look to me. They look contracted, like they're smaller.
Yeah, yeah, and that's usually
Opiates.
unfortunately based on yeah. So Witsit,
Very
if you do
cocky.
have
Yes.
Prideful, man. He's got a lot of pride, man.
Oh, certainly.
And that beginning picture of him. Do y'all remember Zoolander?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He looked like Blue Steel. He was
Blue Steel. Man, it's all blue. They're all the same look. What are you talking about?
I just had to do that. I was like, what? He's like sucking in his cheeks. I'm like, are you serious? It reminded me of Blue Steel or
Yeah.
Magnum.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
But I
I
wonder
don't
if
know.
you could turn right.
He's not an Ambi Turner, remember?
Yeah.
Can't turn left, Maury.
No, I can't turn left.
Zoolander was still awesome. I think it was still a good movie. Very corny, but good.
Yes. I had to say that because I said it in the chat.
The
What's with
second
the-
one's terrible. The second one's terrible.
But the second ones are usually not as good as the first ones.
Mm.
But yeah, Witsit, if you're watching this, man, if you have a problem, talk to someone, man. Get it sorted, because even though you don't believe us, we do care about your well-being, man, and we don't want you to go down a path of this kind of destruction. Even though we don't agree with you with stuff, and you don't like what we say, the truth is we care, and we don't want you to be under the influence of things that will destroy you and your family's lives. So
That's
if
true.
you do have an issue, please do go and seek help.
That's true.
And we will be praying for you.
Yep. I pray for him. Just like I was telling my kids today, my students today, that because they had a presentation, that when you're addicted to something, you're a slave to that thing.
Absolutely.
You're in bondage to that thing. And if you don't get rid of that or ask Jesus to take it away from you, because he's the one who could break those chains.
Yeah.
And so we don't want our brothers and sisters in Christ to be suffering like that, because I've been through that, and it sounds like PJ has too. So
Oh yeah.
We all have.
we all have, yeah.
Since I was 16 up until I'm 48 now, and I mean I've been on and off it, like on and off since I was 16. Like say 48 now. Haven't had anything for 6 years now. But in that time, I did go on and off. I had periods of like a few months off, a few years off, but more on than off. I went to Christian rehab a few times, Teen Challenge. You know what I mean? And that helped as well. I mean, that was my introduction to Christianity. I dabbled with Christianity before that, but I swear I gave my life to Jesus. But yeah, absolutely. I know it. No, I know
Jesus,
and more than one substance as well. More than one substance.
Jesus is the chain breaker, brother.
Absolutely.
Amen.
He set me free.
Absolutely, me too. Me too.
So what would be the best way for the devil to bottle up a spirit and sell it to you and then get you on it and then kill you with it? That's what he does, dude.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Is there any certain timestamps you guys picked up that you would like to go through?
I mean, no, I only watched it for 9 minutes just to get the general gist of it. I just wanted to see what he wanted to say, because I knew it was a troll. I knew that the title was a troll. Yeah.
Well, let's watch some of the beginning though, because the way he also presented it was like Charles said, very cocky, very prideful, and it's awkward. It's the only word I can think of. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
That letting you guys throw words in there and then freestyle off the words and phrases. It's on the table. It's on the table. So how's it going? We'll let everyone kind of pile up in here. You know.
See, it does get
There's some
mentioned.
very friendly
that
people
he
in the
looks
chat.
stoned. Someone does say it in chat that he looks stoned. You know, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Shout out to you guys for totally not spiraling at all. I might do this new thing.
One thing I did pick up after he said, "I'm totally not sparring at all," and then he had to clear his throat. And
I know.
coincidence?
That's right, Sean, and it does. Comes in all different forms.
But it is weird to hear him talk so slow, though,
Mm.
because usually he talks so fast that you
So
have to
fast,
really
yeah.
pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, Witsit can say read a full chapter of a book, and it's one syllable. You know.
He does seem a bit nervous.
Also, however many minutes I am late, I have to do twice that amount of push-ups before I start the stream. As soon as the intro's over, I gotta go over there and on camera do those push-ups with the perfect push-ups.
Yeah, not the FTFE push-ups. Just to let you know.
What does he do? Granny push-ups? Is that what he does? FTFE? He's got his knees down.
Look, as much as I support what FTFE did because he did it for charity,
Yeah.
they weren't push-ups.
No.
But he did ask me for advice. He did ask me for advice before the time, and I told him, "Don't do full form push-ups because you will never get it." So
No, yeah, 1,000. That's a lot to do. 1,000.
So yeah, I admire him for what he did on that. So what? It's at the end part where he goes off the chain with projection. Okay, so we'll do that, but we'll just quickly see what he says about this title and stuff first, and then we'll get to that.
Yeah. Everything was ready. I was ready to go. And then I'm like, dude, I'm just waiting for 10, you know? We're good. 9:59, I realize, haven't set up Rockfin and Rumble yet. Every time, something like that, every time. A lot of the time it'll be like,
And I have to say, you can see he's not getting sleep. Look at the bags on his eyes, guys.
Yeah.
He's definitely not getting sleep.
He's getting a tick too when he's talking. And watch his eyes; he'll jerk.
I mean, through experience to me, it does look like his eyes are saying to me opiates, but his demeanor is saying to me benzodiazepines. It really is.
I had to put this in. It's almost like Static Warriors playing Witsit through AI. That is so true.
He is a lot slower, dude. He is like dragging.
Yeah.
You know,
he's very planned. Yeah.
I didn't like it was like he said that he was the best one to go down there because but he was the most unorganized. They were always tired. They forgot this. Jiren broke the tripod with a bunch of two stooges out there. You know, like there was always some kind of excuse about that was supposed to be an expedition. Like you're planning that and you're practicing. And it was just like, there's just the execution and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, even McKeegan, all of them say he was very unorganized, almost like he was just there, like the third wheel kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, from what I heard, they were like this. They were pretty much partying all the way down, off and on. It was a vacation for them.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. They weren't there to look for the midnight sun, or even if they would have, they would have had pushed the live stream hard, dude. I would have come on.
Well, what was the excuse from McKeegan? Well, it would be boring just to sit there and look at the sun for 24 hours.
Dumb.
What are you meant to be doing? What you?
Holy crap, man! That's what he
How
said.
do
Huh?
you observe the sun for 24 hours? Personally, observe the sun for 24 hours. I know
No
your
one's expecting person to do that.
exactly. I know your camera can do it, but if you want to
Yeah.
observe it yourself, then you have to be looking at. I know you can blink. Yes, you can blink. You can shut your eyes a couple of times and that, maybe for a minute or so. But yes,
But
you would
Roger,
still
you
need
should
to
stick
observe
your
it for 24 hours.
Roger, you should stick your link in again because Roger wants to go to Antarctica to.
I've got you. I've got the GoFundMe. I've got it here. I'll
Oh,
get it.
thanks,
Oh,
PJ.
that's cool.
So if you guys can help him out,
There
any
you
little
go.
bit will help him, so he can get the dream, and then we
There you
know
go.
that he can go and actually then validate what TFE saw or not.
Yeah, it would be
Hey,
easy
Roger.
to do, dude. Yes.
When you get there, can you ride a bike and then make sure that you have a camera there so the tires actually rotate when you're going on the snow and the treads are picking up snow?
Okay, I'll set a camera up so I can film me on a bike. Yeah, I can do that.
That
For
was
sure.
the weird. Did you see that, guys? The weirdest bike ride
It was
ever.
odd.
Jaron, I think it was on Rusted Soul.
Has anybody seen Jaron's time lapse he did of the midnight sun, supposedly 24-hour sun? No, neither have I. I've seen him
haven't
Well,
either.
doing it
that's
with
the
his camera.
But that's even the thing. What about McTwo? Well, I think it was McKeegan or two. Who promised eight videos on the 24-hour time lapse?
That
Someone
was
promised
Witsit.
that.
Witsit said he had to split it into his 24-hour video into 25-hour video into what was it about 7-8
Yeah,
hours
but
and a
somebody
7 hours.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
somebody specifically said they're going to do 8. They're giving 8 videos. It's going to destroy everything.
Ah, right.
I think it was McToon. And we still haven't got those 8 videos he's claimed.
Oh, McToon. I love that guy
Yeah.
so much.
All right, televised lies. Is that right?
I'm still going to stick with Witsit is going to stay flat Earth. He's just going to be still part of the Etherites and all that nonsense group, like the offshoot weirdos.
Mhm.
He might just try and convert everybody to geocentric globists at the end of the day. You don't know.
Mm.
But
A really big one, a really big geocentric globe that goes forever.
A Home Depot earther like Jaron.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
I like that
have-
song, dude.
I've literally got globers attacking me now because I call him Shillerism.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, they're attacking me on that.
Wow.
I'm just calling him names.
Go
We
back
have some
home to
titles
mom.
for his book.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Nathan Oakley's book's out if any of you are interested.
Is it?
All
I didn't know
roads
that.
lead to Flat Earth. So do go support Nathan, guys. He does have an affiliate program. I don't need to be part of the affiliate program. I'm just shouting out Nathan. Go and support him with his book. And yeah.
Is it on Amazon?
Amazon.
Amazon,
Cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
I'll
I'll
look it
buy
up.
his book.
Let me see if I can quickly get it up.
Get a hard copy, PJ. We
I
want to read some
will.
hard
I don't want a digital. I want a hard copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like reading digital. I've got digital book. I've got digital version of David Beverley's book, but I haven't read the digital version. I've read the hard copy. You know what I mean? The paper copy.
You want to turn the pages, dude. You know.
And exactly. You want to smell the. You want to smell the blooming the paper worm and paper dust.
Yeah.
The woodworms. That's it.
Tradition, man.
That's it. No, it's even. I want to feel like my thumb's getting sore when I'm reading. Be able to rest
Yeah.
my thumbs for a minute, shut my eyes, and thumb strain just by holding the pages. It's crazy.
You want a bookmarker you can put in there too. Don't forget.
When I was in prison, right, in the 90s, and I used to read a lot of Stephen King at the times before I was born again, and that I'd already dabbled with Christianity at the time, but yeah, I was reading Stephen King, and I used to do it to the point where I'd be falling asleep, and when I was sleeping, my eyes would shut, the book would fall on my chest, not obviously, but I'd dream that I was reading the book. still. And I'd
Wow.
be making up the story in my mind, but when I woke up and read it, nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Where
I
is
used
it?
to do that with the
I'm trying to
TV as
find it.
well. I'd fall asleep with the TV on, I'd hear the movie in the background, and I'd start dreaming of the dialogue, but having different visuals in my dream. So
Has
yeah,
anybody got a link to Nathan Oakley's?
well, let me just try and look for.
I'm looking. I'll get Amazon right now.
I can't seem to find it.
Well, I've got Prime Video, so Vicky's
Yeah,
got
well,
Amazon account, so it'd be easier
I
for
think
her to do it.
Go to shop online. That's Amazon. That's what you want to do.
Because he didn't put the link in his video today,
Description.
which he should have done.
All roads lead to Flat Earth.
Yeah,
You got
I'll
it?
look for it now. See what it's saying.
it says on Amazon.
Oh.
It's got a Kindle
All
site
roads
on
lead
it.
to Dubai. That's what I pick up. Okay. Well, anyway, he's got a video out, guys. A book. So if you are able to find it, please go support him. Okay.
I want,
So back
I
to
want
Mr.
a,
Witsit.
want an autographed copy of that book, man.
Okay, so back to Witsit. Let's see.
All right.
The mic and it just decides not to work. But anyway, a couple updates. I'm going to New Jersey this weekend
Wow.
to debate: should kids be allowed to transition?
That's a hard no.
Definitely
No.
not.
Medically,
Well,
it's shown no. Psychologically, it's shown no. Spiritually, it's shown no. So, in other words, no.
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 Quick
can't find
debate.
I can't find it.
Over.
There's no debate about it. Just no.
There's no debate.
Oh, Adam Eakins is not finished yet. Well, Adam, when it is finished, let him tell us so we can shout it out to everybody so they can go and support Nathan with his book.
Cool.
Yeah,
'cause
I was thinking that was
I was looking
early.
for it. I was looking for it. I was like, no, I can't find it. So I was just about to say, is it written by Nathan or is it like a
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean,
Nathan's
written by
book.
someone else? So it's
Nathan-
actually
Nathan's
written
book.
by Nathan. It's not like an autobiography or anything, or you know what I mean?
I thought it was finished, but okay, cool. That explains why we haven't found it yet. Thank you,
Cool.
Adam.
Yeah, they were
But let
still
Nathan
editing
know-
last week. Dude,
Yeah.
You know?
So let Nathan know when it is done. He should let us know so we can share it everywhere and shout it out.
Definitely, I'll buy it.
People can support him. Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to stay on screen for Austin here. So.
Oh yeah,
knows
so
I'm-
you're not fake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean,
Against the tranny.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, guys, he's not really in a classroom. Okay, that's CGI.
it's all CG. Yeah.
Nice green screen work, man.
So
Yeah. Thank you.
You are.
I was talking to the boys earlier. I don't even know that there's like a conceivable scenario that isn't just hilarious. So that's pretty interesting. That happens this weekend. So you got the religion versus atheism debates on Saturday, and then you got political debates on Sunday. So I'll be debating
It's
on.
gonna be interesting because Craig, Fight the Flat Earth, is going to be debating religion.
Ooh.
The guy that knows nothing about it.
Did you see that Lawrence Krauss is actually doing atheism debates on modern day debate? I thought it was strange, dude. He's a big name, so he's coming on modern day debates.
Yeah, well, who was it that he ended up dropping out of the debate? He was supposed to debate David Wood, and he dropped out. Also a big name. Oh, what's the guy's name? Oh, can't remember. But anyway,
I can see if it's on there. Hold on.
but yeah, I think they're gonna have quite a big amount of people there. Oh, Alex O'Connor. He backed out of the debate. I mean,
Who
Alex
is Alex
O'Connor is a
O'Connor?
big name.
What is it? Alex O'Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, he backed out the debate. There were quite a few people that backed out because of Islam extremists threatening people, which is sad. Literally
Yeah,
threatening people's
right.
lives.
Wow.
Hmm. So
Looks like Craig's debating who?
it doesn't
FTV,
actually,
the Crucible. I
it
don't know
doesn't
who
actually matter who Craig's going to debate. Like I said, he's not really the guy to be debating religion.
No.
Nah.
There's a reason he doesn't debate me on religion. Let's put it that way.
I don't know how he's an expert on any kind of religion at all.
Okay.
On Sunday. You can get your tickets. You can go to my X. What's it gets it on X? Like eventcreate.com/debatecon5 or something like that.
Support me,
Cool.
man. Just support
So
me, man.
yeah, I'll see you guys in person. I know a couple people are gonna come, so we'll get to meet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
All right.
That's sweet.
Sweet's in that, mate. Sweet.
WTF? Pull yourself together. Need to hide eye drops to hide being stoned, man.
There you
I
go.
don't smoke. I'm completely.
Oh, you don't smoke, like you don't vape.
You don't
Okay.
have to smoke to be stoned.
Yeah. That's
He can't
that's what
smoke.
I thought too, Flats. I was like, oh, okay. He says he doesn't smoke, but literally was vaping in Antarctica.
I know.
And we got video footage of him vaping after he said he doesn't vape. Got video footage of him smoking, which he says he doesn't smoke either.
But you don't have to smoke to be stoned.
Nope.
So, I mean, but how do you trust him with this stuff if he says that before and got showed to be lying?
Oh,
Yeah.
Your reputation precedes you, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. People talk a lot, but their actions don't line up with that. So you'll know them by their fruits.
That's the one.
LJ, the pilgrimage they do is really idiotic because a lot of the Islams that go and do the pilgrimage actually end up dying. There's some percentage of them that actually die of dehydration and kind of beating themselves to death.
Flagellating themselves. Yeah.
Literally, it's stupid. So let me put it this way: it's idiotic.
There's another pilgrimage like that they do down in South America with the Catholics. They'll climb a mountain on their knees and then they'll crucify themselves on a cross, dude. And a lot of them don't make it to the mountain. They actually have inserts in their palms where they hang them on it. It's horrifying, dude. They're bloody. They beat themselves up climbing a mountain just to
crazy.
prove they're a Catholic. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
Completely sober.
Wait. You just say you don't smoke, you're completely sober. You don't get drunk by smoking, dude. You get drunk by drinking.
Usually that's how it happens. Yeah.
What you should try is working out. Then you're just like super chill because you worked out.
Oh, I work out all the time.
Yeah.
The thing is, my eyes actually dilate after working out. Yours seems to not.
They do dilate. They do. Your body, you do want to chill out, and you get to relax it with your tired, but yeah, you are dilated. You're not stone dilated, sort of thing. His demeanor doesn't say he's just come out of the gym.
It seems to me like he's overselling it.
Yeah.
You know, like we say, when you know you're lying again, you're overselling it that you didn't do it.
He could have
That's
been
what it
in.
seems to me.
He could have been in the gym, come out of the gym, and had an edible. He could have had a few edibles. You know what I mean? Simple.
Yeah, I've had a few edibles that almost knocked me on my butt, dude. They're strong.
You consume them. It's different. You know.
I've got these energy tablets that I usually get with my protein shake. They call it Nuke. It's like this green tablet. It's like a hectic caffeine tablet.
Load of caffeine. Yeah.
If I take that thing, I'm like the Energizer Bunny. Even with that, I am still calm, but I just got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I actually just use that for like far distance driving now. I don't really use it for exercise or anything because don't need it. Yeah. But the excuse that he goes like, oh, if you exercise, you chill. Nah, I've seen people get aggro after exercising.
Definitely.
So that's not true.
You're like tired. body's like tired.
Oh, and you don't get tired after.
You don't get all smiley.
You get tired later on, but straight away you don't. If you just said he just exercised now, he's not tired.
No, the blood's pumping, man.
Exactly.
He's supposed to have a
Yeah.
pump. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his physique's actually like looks a little. His frame is really small compared to what it was earlier. From
He's tall as well, isn't he?
That's the thing I've realized with all the guys that went to Antarctica, the whole TFE crew, they all kind of look like they've aged a lot in the last few weeks, and they've all really got thin and sickly. I don't know what's going on. Or is it something in the air? Or did they eat something that's not very good there or something? I don't know.
Good question.
It could be the weight. It could be the weight of the deception, man.
But one thing I have to say, guys, I can't wait for April when their documentary's supposed to come out.
Oh wow!
Huh. Is that when it's coming out?
I wonder.
Yeah, that's when Jonathan Morandi says it's coming out January. April
We
it
should-
should be finished and coming out.
That was inevitable, wasn't it? Documentary.
Maybe we should call that documentary "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Antarctica."
It's too bad Bart Sabrell's not around to top that one off for you.
It's going to be exciting to see that documentary and to see if they actually stuck with their word.
Definitely.
Somehow I have a feeling they're not.
So you would be incorrect. All right. So tonight's stream is called "The
Stream.
Earth is Not Flat After All."
Way to go.
Hey, there's Magnum or Blue Steel. There it was. I can't unsee that anymore.
Yeah. Actually, someone should make a meet with him.
Agreed, Steve. Seeking Star Water, weight of the deception. It really does seem like he's like. I don't want to keep saying it, but he relaxed. It seems like a benzo type thing. He's just so like relaxed.
Yeah.
I've got another question. Are they trying to demonize the word flat? Is that really what it is?
Look, I mean, even when I became a flat earther, I didn't really want to be labeled flat earther. You know what I mean? Because of the stigma. But eventually I was like, oh, screw this. If people have an issue, it's their problem, not mine. And now I take it with happiness because what happens when they search flat earth? Then, we're all there. But if you don't associate yourself with the name flat earth, they're never going to find you anyway. They're not going to get the information. Obviously, hey Janusz, good to see you, man. Obviously, it's going to be dumb if you really say, yeah, I'm a flat earther, as in like a flat table earther. That's just idiotic. Yeah. There's definitely topography and there's more aspects to the earth. When you claim or say the title flat earth, you're meaning a topographical horizontal plane.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just something they have to understand.
Yeah, there's elevations here that are beyond flat. They're huge elevations, but you do have a reference, and that's what we aim for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Professor Dave is officially your daddy.
I love that face.
Oh,
good one.
I did like that face. Like, what are you supposed
Professor
to think?
Dave.
Like, what does that even mean?
I have no idea. But that face says it all. Yeah. Like, what are you supposed to think of that? So.
Well, if somebody said Professor Dave was your
do...
daddy, how would you look?
Run away.
Yeah.
You're not my daddy.
I don't know who would put that in.
Yeah. I'll call the cops if.
Would you go out to dinner with Professor Dave?
Actually, I would.
Yeah.
Actually, I would go. Just just to get him in the room with me so he can actually talk to me.
And get to know the real person.
Yeah, because the guy's shit scared of me. Remember, a lot of these people have a internet persona, and 9 out of 10 times they're different in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Dave could be totally different in real life compared to what he is on the internet.
But what I think is that they have to dehumanize the people they're putting down, and it's a mental thing with them, just when they're online. But what if you got to know him as a person? Would he be able to dehumanize you because you actually have a different outlook? That's what I'm trying to get to, and I don't think it'll carry over into real life.
Yeah.
If it does, there's something seriously wrong with the person, dude. It's all I gotta say.
Hey, Reg Joe, he says, so they time me out because I ask, why did you go? Yeah. Charles is saying they were very, how can I say, very strict on what people could say in the chat.
Oh, yes.
That's on context.
The wrench was working hard.
Oh yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, guys,
It was that you could just see him disappearing. The chat is disappearing, and people just asking questions, and it was crazy. McToon was in there too.
Don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, that's what I find is very odd. So 220 people watching, but we only got 77 likes. Come on, guys, please get up to 100. I'm sure we can do it quickly and efficiently.
All together now.
1,
Hit that
2,
like.
3. Hit the like if you haven't already. Yeah. You guys rock. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, and share the show as well so people know we are live.
Do something with that. Like, at least be funny, bro. All right. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Oh, before we do, so we're going to do a new, I kind of already done it, but it's Witsit Kicks It with, and we're going to have the most epic guests ever come on. Wide range of subjects. Half of them won't be able to stay up on YouTube. Some of them maybe we'll do the last part of it exclusive for the Ko-fi members. But yeah, that's going to be dope because normally
That's weird. I've never got Ko-fi to work on my side. It doesn't work for South Africa. Which is odd. But yeah, who's he planning on having? Joe Rogan.
It's gonna be dope, man.
I don't know if you guys watched that the video I shared this morning on my post, on my community post by David Wood, where he was talking about where they they found that new square on Mars.
Oh yes. Oh, I've seen something like that.
I didn't see it.
I 100% agree with what his argument is, even though he believes in space and all that nonsense. But the very good where I 100% agree with him. He says because people are trained to just believe something that comes, so people accept it, and they're easier than to just say this and that, and they accept it easier. And that's exactly that. That's what the globe's based on. Everything of the globe is based on you're trained to think a certain way, and because NASA shows you a video or a photo, you automatically accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they see flat Earth as dumb, because we go against that. We go against the norm of the programming. Oh, you're very quiet, Joe. Yeah.
Got static and everything.
I was on mute, so it wasn't me.
No, it's Janus.
Is it okay?
Yeah, you've got like static and you're very quiet.
I think you'd have to come back in, man.
All right.
I would just randomly message someone, be like, you want to jump on? And I'd call it Witsit Kicks It, but I'm going to actually create a series where I'm scheduling guests in advance. Come on.
Usually you have to do that.
That's going to be cool.
Usually you have to schedule guests in advance. What's it? That's how it works.
Just random person out of the audience. Oh, come on in.
What happened to NASA audits?
Yanni, you're still bad, dude. You're crackling still. There's something wrong with your mic, maybe? Yeah.
Maybe possible.
I can't hear you at all, man. Just static.
Now get better.
That's it. That's it.
There we go.
There you
That's
go.
better.
Got it. You got it.
Yeah, I was just pulling the cable. It's close to my computer. Whenever I put the headset on my head, I just pull the cable. I think that's the case. Yeah, so I need to buy a new one. So,
That's good to see you, man.
Yeah, cheers.
To see you.
Likewise.
Yay! 10 likes away from 100,
I
guys.
was saying
almost
that the cognitive dissonance is very powerful tool, so that's what happening to people, and they always go back to their pre-programmed opinions and thoughts, which they're not their own, because if they would be their own, they wouldn't think this way. It's very simple.
Yeah.
You're 91 now. Nice.
Yoo-hoo. Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah. PG.
We'll start rolling those out pretty soon. I'm obviously kind of trolling you guys by not addressing the title.
This is nothing.
It was pretty interesting.
The best trolling from your side was FTE, man.
TFE, yeah.
You can't beat it with anything now.
To read how quick people will flip on you, though. Well, we already knew that.
Yeah.
What's he talking about? People flipped on him.
Flipped on him because you lied, Witsit, and is that? I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't like people that deceive me. Okay, I don't know about you, but normal people at least want an apology or at least explain yourself because you were caught in a lie, and so that's how it works. Okay,
Absolutely.
it's a very simple concept.
Yeah, and it's even more
really
simple.
fleeting,
Just
It's recognizing the truth. That's what it is. And he gets it as a flipping.
And then you
versus him.
Yeah, and the next step is like Charles says, just apologize and you'll be forgiven. You know what I mean? And then we can move on from there. But the fact is he doesn't want to. He still just plays victim and he acts like he didn't do anything.
You know what? From my perspective, there is something more involved, something dark behind it. So even that's my suspicion. Even if he would like to apologize, he can't do it because there's something bad would happen. He can't say the truth. That's my opinion.
Well, he's had a problem with lying for a while, dude, even before this. So that's nothing new with Witsit. It's something wrong with him. It's a conscious thing, I think. So I don't think he cares.
Right, 96. So I need 4 more.
So apparently I'm a freaking agent. Waited 33 seconds before he said the next thing.
You know what I was thinking now when he says Austin wore orange? I was thinking, you went from wearing orange to being orange.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to a tanning booth or something, dude. I don't know. Does he live in California? No.
But I mean, based on all the
he lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, Florida. It's quite hot. But I mean, based on all the Masonic gesturing and symbolism, it's kind of hard to say it's just coincidence. You know what I mean? It gets to a point it's like it doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, if it's once or twice, fine, you can understand, okay. But damn, if it carries on going and carries on going and carries on going, there comes to a point you're like, is it really just coincidence? I don't know.
Look,
I got a question for you.
For me, when I'm in the heat of the debate with someone, sometimes I throw 666 hand sign. Because in the heat of the debate, I know the sign. I know I shouldn't do that, but just in the heat of the debate, I just throw it. I go, sorry. So I know it happens. It can happen to anyone. But if you see so many things, what he did, It's not coincidence.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of the time hey, we hit the 100 likes. Woohoo! Thanks, guys. You rock.
Nice.
Appreciate it. So, but a lot of the times when it comes to psychology and the art of lying, if someone's trying to prove that they didn't lie, they'll oversell the truth. And
Yeah.
this is what we see a lot with Witsit when he tries to.
No, they oversell the lie, not the truth.
No. What I'm saying is oversell the truth, as in they're trying to prove that they're truthful
I know
too
what you
much.
mean.
Yeah.
The truth protects, defends itself. The lie needs to be expanded.
Pushed. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, a question, right quick. You remember the little thing they do with the initiate, the ceremony? There's a lot of that symbolism in there. So, did they go through that personally? Is that what's happening here? It's taken over. You know, are they initiated into the temple?
We wouldn't know.
They're not going to say. I'm pretty sure.
They won't say because they sworn to secrecy. So.
Yep.
Got him. All right, let's talk about the title. So I see some people presumptively saying it's a clickbait title.
It
Of course,
is.
I would never.
It is.
Literally
yeah.
clickbait.
Okay.
That is clickbait, is it not?
Of course it is.
Because he is still saying it's a flat Earth, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
he is.
it's clickbait. That's the definition of clickbait, man.
I mean, the title is not the way some people may think. All right. So I've actually covered this before. So Earth actually means land in the scriptures.
No, really?
Oh, he's talking about the Bible. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Anyway, the land is in fact not technically flat. It's land as topography. And that land comes up out of the water. The earth is not an object. Just not. Hate to let you down, Globers. Piled in here thinking I was going to just somehow do a 180 and simply forget the plethora of falsification of the heliocentric globe model because the sun did a circle around my head. And all of a sudden I forget the physical geometric falsifications of the presupposed radius value of the fairy tale that is the globe model.
Well, he's right about that. That's for sure.
I agree with him so far, right here.
Yeah.
That's what I said. There's a lot that he did say that I do agree with him.
Of course.
I can't find wrong with what he said there, but it's the way he's presenting it.
Yeah. His demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're new to this and you tune in and you see him being like this. You're going to put you off of it right away. Like, nah, I don't want anything to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna think, who's this smug narcissist? What's going on here? What's up, Sol?
Hey, bro.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I am being treated well and fairly by the people of the Republic of North Vietnam. Dude, it reminds me of one of those POWs, man, trying to fake it.
You know?
Yeah, good one.
He to me, he just like saying, I'm experienced with drugs, and to me, I'm sorry, it seems like it.
Well, you know, Chuck Norris is going to play him in the movie.
I don't know. I heard Chuck Norris can win a hand of blackjack with only one card.
Wow.
Do you know how many push-ups Chuck Norris did?
No.
All of them.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Did you hear
Yeah.
that one?
When Chuck Norris do push-ups, he's pushing the air from himself.
Huh? Say it again, Giannis.
When Chuck Norris make push-ups, he's pushing the air from himself.
Yep. That's a good one.
They say he got bit by a king cobra, and after 3 long agonizing days, the cobra died.
The idea.
So I started something, didn't I? Damn it.
Left leg and the right leg. Peace and order.
But I mean, I would also like to know, guys, what was Witsit's intention to actually go to TFE for?
I think popularity, dude,
If he,
to get on shows.
if he knew, yeah, but I mean, think about it. If he knew all this stuff, okay, why did he agree to go? Because he didn't want to go in the first instance. He said he didn't want to go.
I think there was money. I think there was money involved, and Jaron wooing him into it because Jaron was going to do it anyway, and they were business partners.
Yeah,
And I think Jaron had helped him financially in the past.
So
That's
he
my.
owed him
That's just
kind
a.
of-
That's just a spitball. That's just my take, maybe.
Well, the funny thing is that Jaron and Witsit are still actually business partners for some reason, and they're still
So,
friends.
do you think they'll ever debate each other?
Maybe as a
Spoof.
what can I say? Yeah, as a political gimmick,
yeah.
you know, for some clicks and stuff, but not really
Proper
as
debate.
a proper
No.
debate.
I think Jaron would lose, to be honest with you, in a debate.
Oh yeah, no. Witsit will rip
Give
him
it another,
apart.
yeah, exactly. Give it another few months, and people will be requesting that. Guaranteed.
Not to be mean or anything, but sorry, Jaron can't debate.
You boil water.
We've seen how he struggles against the most idiotic anti-flat earthers. I mean, how will he go against Witsit? I mean, Witsit can debate. Nobody can doubt that. So
without that,
It's charisma, man, and rocks cause waterfalls, according to somebody, and you can boil water in your oven. Just throwing it out there.
I wonder who that was.
Can you do that at the Home Depot is what I'm wondering.
Go
Well,
give it a shot.
As long as they, well, you see, they just need to contact Bob because Bob thinks for things to evaporate needs to boil.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What? Say it again.
Condensate.
Bob, the science guy, he thinks things to evaporate requires boiling.
Right. So it means all the oceans they must be boiling, yeah?
Yeah, it must be boiling. Stoops the cat,
You
thank
can't
you,
have rain
$5.
without. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No stress. He says, "Hey guys, I went on FTFE on Monday to talk about TFE. Check me out if you get a chance." He opened the show with a clip of you. Yes, Troops, I saw that clip. It was him misrepresenting what I said about the flat earthers in context, saying they could have been duped into thinking they're going to Antarctica and they thought they were at the real Union Glacier. But obviously they don't put the whole conversation into it. They just take a piece and then say, see, that's what's saying, no, they never really went. They thought they went, and Union Glacier doesn't exist.
They're still hung up on that. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God.
But that's all they got. But yeah, guys, Stoops the Cat did debate FTFE. I haven't watched it yet, so I am going to download it and listen to it. It might be something to review.
Huh.
Yeah, thanks for the super chats, Troops. You rock.
What channel were they on? Doing a debate on FTFE?
Who do you think?
Yeah.
Police.
TJ, I like your King James version of "You Rocketh."
All right. Do you know I used to do it all the time? Just when I was like, I had a little drink with my mates. Like, I haven't had a drink in about 3 years, but when I had a little drink with my mates, like 7 years ago, and I used to do it with just talking to people going down the street, just how you rocketh, or you know what I mean. Every second word was "eth" at the end, or would say "thou" or "thouest" and all that instead of "you" or that. You know.
That's cool. That's cool.
Love it.
Some people, though, you can just quote them a line out of Shakespeare, and they'll think it's the Bible. You can tell them it's out of the Bible, and they'll, oh, really?
Yeah. That old English.
Yeah. was the lark, not the nightingale. Well, where in Genesis does it say that? Or Ecclesiastes or something, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're just going to play a bit more of this and then we'll go to the end of it because they're saying he's slagging off. He's gaslighting. Yeah, so we'll see what he says.
That's
He
incorrect.
does
I was
address
just
Jaren.
certain affirming the
I don't know.
Sorry?
I was going to tell you that he
He
does address Jaren. Like someone asked him. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit towards the end there, but
So he's quoting.
Oh,
Sorry, he's quoting Nathan. Basically, you're affirming the consequence. That's usually the Fed line, dude. That's the first reference that they make whenever you come in punting anything ball rhetoric. It's like you're affirming the consequence first of all, you know.
mm-hmm. Oh, Stroop's cat said it wasn't a debate, just a convo. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Then I'll definitely listen to it and see what was going on, man. Thanks again for another super chat. You rock, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think we'll search for it. You don't more or less know what time around about.
I know.
I haven't watched it.
Makes it difficult.
I know.
Let's just take
I
a
was doing
gander.
homework. Okay.
We'll just take.
it just disproves flat Earth. No, it doesn't. You have to appeal to incredulity to do that. And I'm going to lay this out quite a bit more because it seems like I just kind of been sitting back, sitting back.
Here we go.
Taking care of
Just
some
chilling.
stuff over here on my end. A lot of stuff going on. You guys will be updated on everything pretty soon.
He's
And I've
always
just
the
been
busiest guy.
Just kind of watching.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't get. It's like
He's
always the busiest, always the biggest victim, always the smartest,
Yeah.
always the one who's crucified the most. Always the one. All about me.
Yep.
He's a one-man show,
Self-indulgent.
dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Then I got kind of tired of watching.
Hmm.
And I just stopped watching. Kind of detached. Let you guys calm down some.
Oh yeah.
Why does it look like he almost was trying to go into tears there when you said that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Look at it. Look at his eyes. It's almost like he's going in tears.
Let you guys calm down some.
Let's calm down.
See, almost like he's gonna cry.
Good eating.
I'm feeling so upset right
And
now.
now-
Here.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Johnny M. None of us really believe anything he says anymore, unfortunately, which is a sad thing. Because it's not something you want to associate with someone. But like we said, all he needs to do is just apologize, and obviously we won't just trust anything he still
It's too
says.
late for apologize. Too
But
late.
you can move on from that, you understand? You can work
Yeah, you
on it and
can.
move on.
Did you read what Dot said? Chuck Norris doesn't win; he allows you to lose.
Yeah, I'm just about to say to him. I'm typing it in actually. I'm saying, so does that mean that Chuck Norris let Bruce Lee lose in Enter the Dragon? Sorry. Did he let him win, should I say? Because
Yeah.
there you go. Because Bruce Lee won.
Oh, now I'm back. So, What I have seen, though, is just a fundamental lack of understanding in terms of logic.
Oh, really?
And as opposed to calling me names or spiraling freaking, present some type of logically coherent rebuttal with specificity. That's what people should be doing. Okay, so let me show you. Let me stillman. I don't have my glasses handy, but I'll stillman the argument for the globe here. It's bad, but I'll do what I can do to stillman it for you. Okay. We went to Antarctica. We saw the sun do a circle around our head. Well, option one is that the Earth's a globe, that we were antipodal to the North Pole, and that the sun does a circle the opposite way because we're upside down relative to the North Pole, and actually we're spinning, and it makes the sun look like it's moving in a circle around us because, of course, past the equator, the Earth begins to get smaller and converge at the poles, and so we're back to where it just does a small circle around our head. This is the best argument is definitely not if the Earth's a globe, we would see the sun do a circle. We saw the sun do a circle, therefore Earth's a globe, because that's an affirming the consequent.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. It
would be Occam's razor. It would be to say, if you have more than one explanation for a phenomena, that which requires the least amount of assumptions and is the simplest is most likely to be true.
Yeah, like maybe the sun's moving, not the earth. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
good idea. I thought the same myself when I saw it. Yeah.
It's quite simple. When you sit and you look at the stars and the moon and the sun move across the sky, do you think to yourself, man, I gotta be moving to see that stuff? Or would it just be, hey, look, the sun's moving?
Oh, Occam's razor, like you said. Which is the most logical of the two. Yeah.
I mean, everything with the globe is just made as complicated as possible, and that's why they sit in the predicament they sit today with. There's no science for gravity. There's no proof that they don't have containment. There's no proof that they have a sphere in a vacuum. There's no proof of rotation because everything is so convoluted and try to make physics some kind of work for them. You know what I mean? By pushing in their beloved belief of gravity that therefore it makes it work.
Yeah.
No, it's making it worse for them.
Pure science friction.
Well,
Exactly.
science fiction. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're so convoluted that they have to push it all back to it's not doing any of that. The zero it dials down to is so impossible. How does that all happen? It's incredible. It's nonsense, basically. I think.
Blogger, no, it's not. He says the rotating sphere is the simplest explanation for counter-rotating celestial poles. Though, no, it's not. The simplest
Come in and tell us
explanation.
about it.
The simplest explanation for counter-rotating celestial poles is it rotates.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And they don't counter-rotate. They always move east to west.
West. Yep.
There's no
I think he's
counter-rotation.
Yeah, they're just rotating.
Yeah.
What are they
They're moving
countering?
exactly the same direction.
Yeah, what are they countering?
The problem is these globies don't understand how perception works. They don't understand if you stand and look at a thing and something's coming right to left, if you turn around, that same thing is still going right to left. It just appears to you now left to right.
Yeah.
They don't get this.
Yeah, I think Jared.
Yes, the stars rotate, Logger. Stars rotate. Last time I checked, stars rotate. Correct, guys?
Definitely.
They take a circuit.
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
It's us rotating instead of the stars now. It's what he's trying to get his point across.
And the thing that gets me is they want to say, no, it's the Earth rotating and we're doing all this spinning and we're flying and doing all this other wonderful stuff. And it's like, why do we have the same constellations for the last 5,000 years? Why do we still call the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn? Where did those come from? Right? We can still tell time. I've got a couple of devices right here. I can point it up at the North Star and move the little lever over to the star and the Little Dipper, and boom, it tells me what time it is.
There you go.
It would have worked 200 years ago. It would have worked 300 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. It'll work 1,000 years from now.
Yeah.
Think about it. The pyramids are about 4,500 years old. They still align with the stars they were created under.
Was it Orion? Orion's belt?
Yeah, it's Orion. Yeah.
Orion's belt, yeah.
4,500 years of movement. Same stars.
And they're still at the same point every night, dude. So, what do you think about that? Yeah.
And I just want to east to west, like you just said. Always moving east to west.
Yeah, you change your orientation toward the cardinal directions. That's why it looks like it's going the other direction. You just turned around, basically. Yeah. And the further you go, the worse it gets. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
Do you ever map much? Yeah, no.
I don't get the problem with that, you know. You turn around, they're still going to say you turn around, but it seems like you got to go in the other way. I mean, come on, what's so hard
I'm
to?
removing my thumb. Do you believe in that? Look, I'm removing my thumb. Look, it's magic.
Ooh, how'd you do that without bleeding, bro? How'd you
But
do it without bleeding? That's good stuff.
Hold on, I got to turn around and change my direction to see if it's going the right way.
Yeah.
But I want to point out that people say zombies don't exist.
Oh my God.
They're called anti-flat earthers.
Oh, that's the new zombie, anti-flat earther.
So you could say, well, you could say that there's some type of optical phenomena happening within a firmament, and you're getting closer to the outside of it, and you're gonna have to invoke some type of optical phenomena, some refractive effect, or something else.
Mm-hmm.
But that isn't as simple, and it requires more assumptions. And so, the globe model's explanation satisfies Occam's razor more readily. This is the problem with
I
that.
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It doesn't. There's a lot more in the framework to make it work on a globe than it is just reality saying, look, I observe the stars doing their rotation. That's it. It's not up to you to say why it's doing that rotation. It's not up to you to say, let's try and explain why it's doing that rotation or what. We don't need to. Remember, we're not the ones who made a claim in the first instance.
Right.
The globers are claiming against observation. They are claiming, look, that star that I can literally take my camera and do a time lapse and see how it moves is not the star doing that. That's us doing it. Understand? So it's not our problem. It's their problem.
Blargo, are you sitting in the middle of the? Are you sitting in the middle of the roundabout, looking out at the traffic, or are you outside of the roundabout, looking in at the traffic?
Makes a difference.
It's going to make a difference whether it goes from right to left or left to right. It's still going to go the same damn direction.
Exactly. It makes a big difference whether they're inside or outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I heard
is that MF sounds drunk. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat. You rock. Appreciate all the support, man. But yeah, I think it's more than just drinking, though.
Well, check and see if he's if we can get any like Morse code out of his eye blinks or anything. He might be trying to send a message like
help. He's so slow that I don't even saw how awkward he was when he actually started the stream. It was like twitching weird. His eyes aren't dilating. He's like very awkward. He's slow. He's kind of almost slurping his words. Yeah, he does say he doesn't smoke, but it's weird.
His shoulders are off to one side. He's leaning like he's falling over almost.
And he's struggling to keep his eyes open.
Like me last night.
Yeah, okay, look, I've had a few streams where I can say, yeah, I struggle to keep my eyes open. I can understand that. But there's a difference between tired and under the influence of something.
Yeah.
Clear difference.
Definitely. I heard FTFE go over with the big tune and try to tell everybody that the star's parallax just because one star moved out of its location over the last 100 years. It called it parallax. Like, that's not parallax.
Oh, that's not parallax, no. The fact we don't see parallax overnight shows it's not the Earth moving. It's as simple as that.
Well, they still think the stars are at different distances too, but they don't focus like that at all. You go look at them yourself. You'll find
because
out.
If you had a moving reference frame, you would see parallax. We don't see parallax, therefore not moving reference.
That's it.
So your reference frames are ruined?
Sogs, didn't you get the... Show you in the... What's the name? It's in the email link.
Where?
No, Sogs wants the email...
That Nathan was making a section in his book about that reference frame reference that Simon Dan made, and he may not put it in there, but it was funny as hell. Coriolis effect. that's what he's debated whether he's going to put that in the book. So I think it'd be worth it. He should put it in there.
Carry skates. Witsit left for Antarctica at 1.5 speed and came back at 0.5. Definitely.
Sounds good. Makes sense on its face, whatever. Problem with it, though, is to assume those core assumptions to then present the Occam's razor argument are all antithetical. They're all antithetical to Occam's razor. Let me explain. Okay. So, if you're saying that the Earth's a globe, and that's therefore why we see the things in the sky the way that we see them, okay? Very simple for those who don't know. As we get further away from the north, say let's use Polaris, it drops down more and more in the sky. People say that's because, well, you're going down around a ball. Eventually, you're going to get around to the equator, and you're not going to be able to see Polaris anymore because now it's beyond the curve of the Earth. So there's a claim that the reason that things drop down, in the sky, their positioning changes as you move on the Earth is because the Earth itself is physically curving. Now, to claim that, you have to claim that
the things
perspective plays no role.
Drop up. So
Say
it's
again?
like he said, things drop down. Things can't drop up.
Yeah, your perspective won't let it. Yeah.
Socks, I sent it to you, but I haven't got an email from you back there. It's weird.
Yeah, everybody's having problems with the internet, dude. I am, for sure.
Because he is on the email list. So.
Largo, that's exactly what we're trying to tell you about the stars.
I know.
You consider the rotation direction, not just left and right. So are the stars going west to east when you go south? No, they're not. They're still going east to west, aren't they? Okay. Think about what you're saying, really.
Yeah, your direction. He's saying your directions change when you get to the south, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Why would your direction change?
Yeah.
Let's do this again. I can't believe we have to.
Where do you cross at where east suddenly becomes west?
Poof.
What?
Jared's got a point. How long do you think about this before you say shit, dude?
Quite crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it like this, okay? Let's say it's always east to west, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, east to west. Now, we're going to stand south looking north. Which direction is it going? From your right shoulder to your left shoulder, correct?
Yeah.
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 Correct.
Oh,
Love visuals. I love visuals.
Dustin Nimos posted your debate on his channel of roasting flat Earth, Dave. Nice one.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Why would they
Now we
arch? Why, if all stars traverse east to west, they arch from horizon.
No, wait. So we can correct. We can say that it goes from our right shoulder to our left shoulder if we're facing north. Now let's go north. There's another guy. Now let's go north and look south. Now it's going from our left shoulder to right shoulder.
Wow.
Guess what? It's still going east to west.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same direction. Yeah, there you have it there, Blog, or whatever your name is. Blargo.
Now,
I mean, if that were the case, all I'd have to do is step across the road, and all those people that thought they were going north, ha, now you're going south because I'm on the other side of the road.
Yeah. So,
Screwed up your whole travel plans just by crossing the street.
You got lost by crossing the street? Dang it.
they're not photos of star trails looking north.
What?
hey, Soggs, good to see you. Who turned off the gravity?
Yeah, they're still going in circles. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
pretty amazing. Yeah. They have a center point. They rotate around. Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, so what?
Okay, so you say he does. I think we should look for when we find Jaren. Let's try around here. I don't know.
Pay you back the crypto you lost because of his app, so you'll keep shilling for him. What do you
Okay.
this saw when compared to a similar sun angle in the north? Hard to know
Be
exactly what
around
you're
here,
saying, but it was really, really bright and white, but it also was Antarctica. Everything was ice and snow. Everything was reflecting. The sun was reflecting off of everything. It was super bright in general. It was really kind of hard to compare. When everything is so bright from all angles, it's really kind of hard to specifically compare. Yeah.
What an excuse.
Yeah.
You
What's
had
up with his
glass-
eyes?
They had
Yeah.
Wait. Didn't they have polarized glasses on?
You're supposed to. Yeah.
So what does it matter if the light is so bright coming from all directions?
The fuck
You know
is
how polarizing works.
Yeah. It filters out the light.
Sogs.
What's he doing?
Well, you can see.
Oh,
Look.
yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. This.
That has to hurt.
Nice.
No, Blargo. None are ever going west to east. Ever.
It's always to west. The sun always rises in the east, sets in the west. The moon always rises in the east, sets in the west. The stars always rise in the east, sets in the west.
Why would they change direction?
Right. Look, you got to get your head out of Narnia, and get off this idea of space and all this other dumb shit. You got to really go back right to basics, man. You really do. You're trying to mix this space bullshit with reality, and it doesn't work.
I know.
People get confused.
Yeah, but that's why he's still a glober, because he can't get the simplest of things correct.
No, I
Literally-
guarantee you, if the majority were flipped, he'd be a flat earther. He doesn't know one way or the other. He just goes with the flow. And there's only two things that go with the flow, and that's dead fish and shit.
Well, yeah, driftwood does too.
Good one. Good one.
You guys forgot about flies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember, Satan also had to have a pet.
No.
It's like you have a phrase in Polish language. Shit attach itself to the boat, and he's saying, "We are sailing."
What?
I don't get that.
Shit
No,
attach itself to the ship. Yeah. So
it's sailing.
attach shit to the ship, and then when the ship is moving, shit is saying, "We are sailing." It's like a shit is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's going with.
Yeah.
I've never
In
heard
the
that
solar
before.
filter looked like the sun to me. Let's see. Ernst Bass. And I've never been that far north to compare angles or anything. The easiest thing in the world is to be a critic because it takes no courage, no thought, and no honor. Ever since Antarctica, you have shown much grace and patience. God bless you. But thank you so much.
I think I just threw up in my own mouth right there. Come on.
That little stingy acid kind of taste.
What?
He was so brave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
It's brave. It's very brave to go and lie to people the whole time, get caught out, and then play victim when you get caught out. That's very brave.
Yes.
I told you, Chuck's gonna play him in the movie, dude. So.
Good.
I'm glad that you see it from my angle. Thank you for support. Randomly epic. Did Dirth pay you back the crypto you lost because of his app, so you'll keep shilling for him? What are you talking about? So I'll keep shilling for him? Like, you gave me money for that? David Goss, could one's azimuthal grid of vision at altitude, example 100,000 feet, cause the apparent horizon to remain at eye level? Well, it rises towards eye level, it converges down into the vanishing point. That's what we see. What I have pointed out is that I find it interesting that if, based on an azimuthal grid of vision, which is how we see, actually, if you were to get high enough, I think it would actually begin to curve and compress back down.
No, speaking like
Nope.
a real glober.
Yeah.
No, what he just said was total poppycock. It was bullshit. This is why I don't like his azimuthal grid of vision that he likes talking about. It's nonsense. Okay?
Yeah.
Perspective
When you get higher, the
is
only thing.
yeah, it's perspective based on straight lines. Okay? They go to a convergence zone. That's it. There's no curving, nothing. There's no nothing. The horizon always rises relative to eye level, no matter your altitude. There has never been observation in history that ever shows that your horizon is not in the field of view, no matter the altitude you are. Full stop. There's no curving around like he just said. That's nonsense. He's already trying to make excuses for globe.
Yeah, the only thing that changes with the altitude is your field of vision gets wider, correct? That's the only thing that happens.
See, because your field of vision widens. But also,
this guy's still saying
but also with the more distance you're seeing, the more you're looking through. So the more, how can I put it? Diffraction and stuff there is. So it's more harder to see. So when you, for instance, take a photo or something, even with a rectilinear lens, and we showed this to McToon as well, was that it gives distortion because you have to see through more. The distance is different. You're seeing through more. There's more obstruction. There's more diffraction. There's less light. There's more light scattering.
Blargo, you're on drugs.
Ace.
Okay.
Yes,
If you look up at the sky and you see stars going both directions,
yeah, obviously
the ones that are going that aren't going east to west are probably airplanes. Okay.
Well, he just said that left is right and right is left. So he got a reply from someone saying up is down and square is a circle. You know, I mean, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean left is right and right is left?
I tell you what, dude, go take a picture of this actually happening. I want to see it, dude.
Remember, guys, they can't think in 3 dimensions. Okay, they literally think their sphere is 2-dimensional.
I mean, literally, if you look up and you see lights in the sky, most of those are stars. The ones that are going east to west, about 99% of those are stars. When you see one where any of those would have, did you see any stars that were going the other way that were like red and green? Those would be FAA lights, okay?
Yeah.
So no, stars never go from west to east ever for any reason. I don't. What the hell?
Was he didn't watch the little diagram you put up, did he? He just completely missed it. It's like, wow.
This is for Blogger.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
That's at the equator. It's going, see the horizon? East to west. You see left shoulder, right shoulder, where's it going? East to west. East to west.
Is he with you still? Is he still with you?
Turn around, it'll come from your back. It still goes east to west.
Wow.
I think a lot of these people think that once you cross the equator, your compass just flips or something.
People are, I don't know, there's something wrong.
Jaren's compass did flip.
You are looking on your
literally.
Upside down. Yeah. I like Craig's picture now. That's beautiful.
Try and hold this one upside down and see if it'll give you any trouble, huh? This is the kind of compass they should have had with them. Now let's see what happens if I flip this one upside down. Oh, well, I obviously can tell that it's upside down and I can't get any kind of a reading on it. So there's only one way to hold it. Real simple. You even got your angles. You can even get your angles on this thing too, see?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for that, you require a flat plane.
It does indeed. In fact, it requires a flat plane so much that if you look right up here, just above the compass, right here, there's a little bubble level that shows whether or not your compass is level or not.
Yep.
Oh, don't water makes a bubble?
Yeah. Unless you're in the South, and then the bubble makes it water.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, the idea of spirit level is great in the compass.
That's a pretty good one too, because you can look in on this end right here. It's got a little sighting hole that magnifies, and it directly looks exactly at your face.
Show it again. Okay, I see now.
You see?
yeah.
So when you've got this thing open and you're looking through that,
Still good stuff.
I don't know if I can get it on the screen or not. I don't know. You can probably.
Oh, I see it.
It's
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can find your
It's
bubble
kinda
level right there.
military. This compass.
Oh yeah, that's the Army compass right there.
Yeah.
You went to the Army surplus and got that thing.
This one's
I
better
like-
than the Army compass. This one here is the Army compass. This is very similar. It's a lens
Well,
added
it's
compass.
that one was based in the Army compass. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's just got a few more bells and whistles on it.
There we go.
Nice.
See, and you've got your
I
sight.
like,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
like the shirt, by the way. So,
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Second Amendment, baby.
Well, I'm glad that somebody listed my God-given right
Yes,
Yes.
in
exactly.
a document, but
It's
by
only
no
a paper
means
which
does that
lists
document
some of your rights.
by no means does that document give me those rights. Okay?
Exactly.
no,
Because
God
it says
does.
right
It's
in
God.
the preamble. It says right in the preamble, these are unalienable rights
Yes.
endowed by your
By
creator.
our creator.
Donald Trump is not my creator. George
Nope.
Washington was not my creator. Even
Nope.
John Hancock was not my creator. In fact, those bastards were not even going to include a Bill of Rights until Jefferson got wind of what they were doing. He came back from France and he insisted that they put that in there.
Jefferson's one of my
The o-
favorites.
The only gun control I support is when I'm holding it, dude.
That's my gun control right there. That's my safety.
Saul, do you have that would be cool. Do you know how to use an Astrolab, or have you?
Mhm.
He
You
has
wouldn't
one.
have one, would you?
Yeah,
Oh,
does.
dude.
I've actually got one that's a little pocket one right here. This is pretty cool.
See, I would love for like when I do my unit on Discovery, we do the sextant in the Astrolab. The Portuguese, I guess, created that. I'll get you on video, but you can't wear that shirt. And show the seventh graders how that's used.
Yeah, this is really
Because-
cool because you take this right here, and there's this little sighting hole down here in the bottom. You see this down here?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, that's what you put on Polaris, right?
Right.
Okay.
Then the
Okay.
little dipper comes out of Polaris, and you move this lever. Of course, you have to put this inner ring to the proper date. There's the months listed around
Okay.
the outside. You put this to the proper date where it goes. Then you swing this little lever around to where it meets the little bottom corner. Kochek, I think, is the name of the star in the Little Dipper, and then this will
Yeah.
tell you the time around the inside ring right here.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
So I got
it
two
needs
questions for you.
Well, you know what you can
elevation.
even do? You can even, as a project for the class, you can let them build a Kamal. It was what
Ooh.
came before the Astrolabe, because that's what the Astrolabe is based upon. The Kamal,
Mhm.
and then was the Astrolabe, and then the Sextant.
LJ.
Ooh.
LJ.
Okay.
Can I just say to LJ? He's asking Flats actually.
Yeah, I
But,
already answered.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Originally, yeah. Everybody was related.
Saw with some show and tell, baby. Thank you.
Well, then
So-
it's got this little companion piece right here too, that is a sundial, and this is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And you see this little black thing right here.
Yeah, I see it.
Listed along there are your months: January,
kidding.
February, March, all the way down 6 months to the bottom. And this slides. That's your sight hole for the sun. And
Yeah.
so when you've got it open, and you have to set right up here at the top is a degree marker.
Okay.
You have to set it for your latitude. And then you have this
Oh,
thing
that's
set, and then you turn it so that the sun's coming through it, and it'll point to the time on that little outer ring.
That's awesome.
So you
Cool,
need
cool.
a flat plane to reference all those tools with. and they name
Exactly.
those-
Yep.
They name those stars amply so you can actually find out where you are, and
That's
if you can
right.
remember those things. This is what astronomy was made for.
Roger, that's exactly what I uh, I definitely hammer that home.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm
Good.
saying. You
There is
can have your students building the Kamal. This is what it was based upon before the astrolabe came and then the sextant. So,
that would be super
quite
cool.
quite a cool project.
So Banner says,
Maybe send me an email of that.
I'll give you all the information you need and stuff, and then you can.
I'll tell you, I'll do you one better. I'm going to send you a link to where you can get those things at.
that'd be cool. Because Banner says, if you ever had a yard sale, give him a shout.
Yeah, he's coming by to get your stuff, Sav. He wants your trinkets, dude.
They're pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting some little things like that. That's really like novelty in there. I like that.
Well, some of them are useful, dude.
Of course, novelty at the same time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a key ring, and it's just all it is. It's a spirit level, but it's like it's that size. It's tiny. It's like 2 centimeters long, and it's brilliant. I love it. It's gimmicky, but it works. It's a spirit level.
And I put a link down in the chat.
Oh, I see.
For the
Okay.
file, I can put it over in the private chat too. So.
Open in a new tab. Okay.
Nice.
So say Roper, thank you for your $2. He says, today I am at 21 North. Any experiment you want to see?
Ooh.
Thank you for the super chat, Roper. I really appreciate it. Anything you guys want Roper to observe at 21 degrees north?
Where is that?
That's pretty far north.
Yeah.
It's way up there.
21 degree.
21 degrees north.
Checking that out. It's in Canada? No, that's in.
Where is
No, that's. No, that's below. That's way. That's in Mexico.
21st power.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
So,
Right over near.
South America? What? The center of North America, South America.
South America. Yeah, it's southern South America, southern North America.
If you can be
Right,
more
so it's in Central America.
Yeah, you might say pretty much central. Yeah, that would have been easier to say.
Right over through the Gulf of America now, guys.
Yeah, Google Earth has been updated too.
That's right. And I had to correct students' maps today. I'm just joking. I didn't really do that, but
Oh, Jeff is back. I was wondering where Jeff went.
Call it the Fertile Crescent. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm back.
there you go.
And I was thinking you can even have your students, if they really wanted to, build a compass. Build a compass with a leaf. Leaf and stick water.
We
Yes.
did it with a magnet. We did it by magnetizing the end of a needle and then stick it through a cork and float the cork in a little bowl of water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man, these kids, they love that stuff, man. And COVID did a number on us, man. You know, it really, there's no more field trips anymore. And, it stinks. But just doing stuff like that, it's really how you learn. And when you go in, you show them how to do the astrolabe or the sextant and how it works. And you're like, it's beautiful.
Okay, another neat thing you can get for pretty cheap for your class, let me show you, is a Galileo thermometer. Works off the principles of temperature, buoyancy, and density.
Oh, cool.
And these little tags that hang off of these baubles of colored water indicate the temperature.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I've seen those before. Yeah, that looks. Yeah.
It works well.
It's pretty.
I'll do one.
Yeah. Flat. I didn't. Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to. I'm just captivated, dude. I don't mean to take over.
It's no stress, man.
Sorry. Okay.
I think it's something everybody loves to see. So.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah. Another one that's good too. You can get these for about $8. You can get them on Amazon, and it's this thing. They call it a hand boiler, but it's really interesting because see this fluid down here. This straw goes all the way to the bottom. The straw goes all the way to the bottom, and then what happens is when you apply some heat, that air inside that bottom ball starts to expand, and the liquid has no choice but to go up the tube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as soon as it starts to cool out again, you see it starts to go down, but it goes down slowly because this is still warm down here. It's starting to cool. If I apply heat at the top part, it pushes it right on down.
Cool.
Now, the second time I do it, because this air is a little warmer in there now, it'll go up slower. Look how it doesn't go up nearly as fast.
That's so cool.
Oh, gotcha. That's
Brilliant, isn't
cool.
it? And it's
Oh,
simple.
yeah, that's
It's
neat.
simple as well, but it's so cool.
Yep. That is cool.
No, man,
get
Love
Saul,
it.
it's gravity, man. Gravity does that. Come
Gravity.
on. You just don't understand.
I was going to say to Shiro, fair play to you for saying that, bro.
Meanwhile,
Mhm.
back at Cheech here. Hey, man.
Don't leave Chong out. Come on.
Well, don't leave me out.
So much for getting to the Trinity tonight.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
of
do the
course,
Trinity
yeah.
tomorrow night.
That's a good idea. At least you got a full stream on
Because
it.
you're gonna need a few hours for that, so
The Trinity's not going anywhere, Flats. He'll always be there.
Absolutely.
well, let's see if we can actually get to Jaren where he's talking about Jaren.
Okay.
Explain a lot. As soon as you get off the ground, technically it starts doing that. So, Harley Corner, not reading that. Speaking the truth, we've been misrepresented. Flat earthers such as myself knew the 24-hour sun in Antarctica and shared since before the framed experiment. Thank you. And yeah, but most of them just, like my position, I don't feel bad about my position at all. I said, I don't think it's there because everything, why are they faking things? Why is there such a lack of footage? Why is there such a shortage? Upon recollection, it's like, well, it's difficult to get there. It's difficult to be there. And if you're there,
And why are you looking away every time you say that?
Well, if the footage was fine, you know what I mean? If they've had all this footage of it before, then why did you just go? If we didn't need it, if we got fine footage already, then you didn't need to go.
Mm-hmm.
No. You could have stayed home with the family, did you?
I just think if there wasn't so much deception involved with it, it'd be a different story. But because there's so much deception, you can't just accept it.
No, exactly.
or you're going to do what you're there to do. And it's difficult to get a 24-hour shot. So who knows? But if a lot of people started suggesting that it might be there and stuff after the trip was announced, which is fine, but it's a little different than if you had been doing it the whole time. But sure, flat earthers are being misrepresented, obviously, as they're saying that we all say it wasn't there and it definitively disproves flat earth, and we all claimed it couldn't be there. That's not true at all. I know people that have told me there was a 24-hour sun for like a couple years. And I just thought, I'm like, why are you saying that? Like, where's your evidence? I was so confused by it. Line of Yah on Discord as well.
Yeah. Still, even the people that claim that doesn't mean they're right.
No, not necessarily. I need to see evidence for it myself.
Yeah. Again, not that it matters though.
Also, speaking the truth, your Twitter broadcast replies contain screenshots. As far as I'm aware, my model only requires space and time contraction, not more than GR. Okay, not sure exactly what you're talking about, but space and time are merely conceptual abstractions that cannot have physical properties. Space doesn't exist. Space literally doesn't. It's literally a mathematical tool. It's a description of just an idea, like length, width, breadth, volume. We actually have to measure something. Like what length? What is length? It's conceptual, right? It's conceptual abstraction. What has length, right?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Megan, and this is my little
Megan.
superstar buddy. Together we've transformed.
Hi, buddy.
Measure it.
No. Roger,
Yes,
is in the background noise for you?
I'm typing. I'm
No.
doing it softly.
People screaming.
No, it wasn't me. I had nobody screaming back here.
All right.
Someone's talking loud.
Oh, it's
You guys are. I think you're going to.
I think it's Thingy's pupils.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, what? Tony Whitcomb, thank you for your £5. Says Witsit is either influenced by Duffy or Cheech or Cheech and Chong. Thank you for the super chat, man. You rock. Appreciate it. Yeah, but he's definitely influenced by someone. You see, guys, those were CGI students because flat earthers can't be teachers. That's just wrong.
No. Yeah,
Or
global
2x4
coordinates
and now
mess with my head, dude. They do. And just thinking about the degrees we were looking at, like that I wouldn't have made it like that personally if I was mapping it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
now you can apply those metrics to reality. And so you have a garage, you have a car in the garage, you move the garage, like what's in the garage? Like space is not an actual thing.
I agree.
Like it's the idea of nothingness. It's the absence of anything, absence of matter. It's conceptual. It's a privation. It doesn't actually exist. Now we know that literally where you think that there was just space, which is just an ignorant thing to even say, just space. You pull as much air out of something as you can. There is still some air in there. But what's in between the air? It's not just space. Because space doesn't exist and nothing doesn't exist. There's something else there. And we know what it is. There's an actual background. The actual problem. It's tenuous beyond conception, according to Tesla. It does appear that way. Ghost Rider 33. Wait, any chance on turning to the core theory? What is inside and next ice age is coming 1,500 years at any time? I'm not big on just claiming stuff like that, like cyclical claims.
Core theory. Core theory is based on the globe.
Guys, how do we call proven theory? We call nothing. It's not any longer theory. So we have still theory of evolution, theory of Big Bang, and theory of globe Earth. So yeah.
Well, yeah, laws always are. It's just the way things are. They're proven beyond.
Exactly.
It happens.
Yeah, but don't you find it odd that people are asking what is he going on core theory? Why would Witsit talk about core theory if he's a flat earther?
Yeah, there's no reason to at all. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and with that whole vacuum of space, they have to have that for their model to actually work the way it works. You wouldn't get starlight the way they want it. If the space between there was not a vacuum, it has to be.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Nobody, they don't get globe rhetoric the way it actually is stated. They're ad-libbing to it. That's where you get the anti-flat earthers. They're making shit up as they're going along. When they get caught in the lie itself, they have to come up with another excuse for it to be what it is. Oh, it's not really a vacuum. Space isn't a vacuum. Now, according to your rhetoric, it is a vacuum. It has to be a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
They threw out the ether back with the Aries failure. That's why they adopted the vacuum theory. It's insane. Yeah.
Specific dates. It's not my thing. Chance on turning to the core theory. I don't feel the need to turn to anything. Like I don't really have a theory as much as like here's the default empirical position. Here's the logical antecedent positions. Here's the falsification of the positive claims antithetical to that. This is an amazing realm. It's etheric, meaning that it's mind blowing. And if people are have so staked their flag against me on the ether thing that they get so, I don't care though, obviously couldn't care less. Just look at light, magnetism, electricity, static electricity. What are those things? Look at the behavior of a vacuum chamber. You get as much air out of as you can. Energy just pops into existence. Like just the mere logical acknowledgement of what's in between the air that is left in that vacuum chamber. It can't be nothingness. It can't be space because space is nothingness. It can't be a privation. So again, and then we talked about like near-death experiences and intuition.
So does he believe there's not space between gases? Like he thinks there cannot be nothing between it. Then how the hell does gas move to have a collision if there's nothing in between it? It's the same as if we're in a car and you have to drive a certain distance, there's got to be nothing in between you and that space. Obviously, there's gas But when it comes to gas itself, there is spaces in between.
Is he saying like if you could get all the air out of a vacuum, completely everything, and get all this little space all squished down, that it would change phases? It would phase into something
If
else.
there would be a vacuum between, all would get in a big ball. That's it.
Yeah. So the thing is, I'm saying, and that's why I brought the ether up. That's why they threw it out, saying it had to be a vacuum. I know he's going to go there. I know he's going to write the ether, dude. That's his go-to.
Yep.
But what is the ether? So in other words, his whole idea for ether is because he says because space is just a concept, therefore ether has to exist.
But he's talking about space or vacuum, because I wasn't paying attention.
Both. Well, he says space itself doesn't exist, but in a vacuum chamber, because that's the thing which I just don't agree with him though.
Yeah,
a vacuum
light travels
chamber
through it.
belongs to
Yeah.
him because he's saying then the ether is taking over when you put things in a vacuum chamber.
That's
Well,
it's very simple. It's very basic idea. If something takes space, it's space. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is just simply the availability to be
Filled with something.
Yeah, the availability to be occupied. That's it.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, his thing is that light travels through a vacuum. It has to travel through something. It's traveling through. There's no real vacuum. It's the light itself is actually going through the ether, as to say.
Yeah, but what is the ether? He can't even decide himself.
That's it.
There's no real definition.
Maybe it's a stupid question. It just came to me. How did they freaking calculate the speed of light? I don't believe in this.
That's the thing. They
They travel with the speed of light.
They assume it's two-way. They don't really have a one-way speed of light.
No,
there was an agreed upon average too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It became I think it was 1920. I want to say 1923, a physics convention that they had in Bern, Switzerland, and they came to the consensus, basically, of what the speed of light now, because they had all different varying values for their different tests and whatnot. So
we know a lot about consensus. 97% of scientists agree that there is a global warming.
Well, and you gotta, and so this is what gets you is they call it a constant, when in reality it's not. It's a variable. Just like they say the rate of acceleration is a constant. No, it's not.
No.
How can it be?
It's a variable because it's different all the time. That's why they have to do it in a vacuum, which is an unnatural state that nothing is ever in the first place. So what the hell are you doing?
So majority of the most basic assumptions which they push on us is just BS.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see how they actually measured the first time, tried to measure the speed of light. They used a mirror to do it, didn't they? They shot a laser at a mirror, and the time it took for it to reflect back is how they calculated the speed of light. I think that's how it was actually done. And it was really janky too. That's where they came up with the average for it. It's strange. It's hard to time light. Really, it is, because it's almost instantaneously.
Mm-hmm.
And different color lights travel at different speeds, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Different wavelengths.
And memories, and this is why lying to people, manipulating them, just like not all around, like placing a huge importance on truth and being transparent and being honest and standing for the truth, seeking and speaking the truth.
Oh my God,
all around.
Such a bad decision, because you think you.
He should be using proper words, not all around. Should be saying all across.
No, but he's saying here he doesn't manipulate people and he never lies. Pretty much is what he's saying to his audience.
Margot,
Tell me the next joke.
Yeah.
Largo says vacuum, aka low pressure, is observable reality. Low
Really?
pressure is observable reality, but not vacuum.
Yeah. And as soon as something with a high pressure gets near that low pressure, guess what's going to happen, buddy?
They
It's
freaking
going to.
mingle.
Yeah.
Equilibrium.
It's a natural. Yeah. It's a natural thing, and it occurs.
Mm.
Yeah. It's observable reality. It happens. It's called weather. Go outside.
What happens when you fart? It spreads, yeah?
Yeah. I think
You
Blago
get
is a
away
fart.
with it in the short term, and then what happens is you don't even connect the detrimental things, the negative things that are happening to you. You don't even connect it with.
Here's something that might shock you.
Guys,
South African businesses are paying
what you can do-
75% more than they should be for their electricity.
Yep.
They are. Man,
What you,
Yep.
when you are
And it's
sitting
going
in
up
the,
again.
when you are sitting
Really?
in a small space, yeah, when you fart, tell to everyone,
All these
guys,
lies.
I smell popcorn. You smell it, and everyone will get a big whiff.
And I just had some popcorn. You can smell it. Take a big whiff. Never mind.
But yeah, electricity is very expensive, yeah, and it's going up again.
Nice. Well, that's going to help you out, especially if you have more blackouts and stuff.
Why does it
They
help
ain't
me
doing
out?
that.
Wait,
No, it
if
doesn't.
something's more expensive, why is it helping me out?
It doesn't. I was being sarcastic. Yeah, I remember when I first started watching you, man. You were having electricity problems daily. That was
Right.
a big issue.
The load shedding thing started again, but luckily the load shedding's been in the day
Okay.
the last
You
2
don't need a
weeks.
light.
It hasn't been at night when we're streaming.
So
So it
whilst you're at
hasn't
work.
affected us. Yeah,
Whilst
so
you're
it
at work.
hasn't affected us at least. So
Mhm. Yeah.
So you guys aren't really represented in your political forum over there. The people aren't really taken care of, are you? It's more about the corporations.
no, because we live in a communist society that acts like they're not communists.
Yeah.
They're dictators.
That's right.
Unfortunately, and they're just messing everything more and more up. And now, because our government's trying to make enemies with Trump now as well, it's even getting worse for us.
That sounds like a smart thing.
Yeah.
Not really.
So they're literally messing it. I mean, let me tell you how dumb our government is. They literally have people saying the farmers should not be farmers anymore because they don't get the food from farms. They say they get it from shops. Where do they think the shops get the food from?
The farm?
Yeah, they don't understand that. They think the food comes from the shops, not the farmers.
Yeah. Actually, saw somebody.
That's how dumb.
It said
That's how
deer-
dumb our government is.
said deer hunters stop going out and shooting animals and get your meat from the store where it's made. And it's like, what?
That's exactly that.
They're mental, dude. That's just insane.
So yeah, it's getting really bad right now because they've literally brought a law in now that they want to control all farmers on what they're allowed to plant and what they're not. So they tell the people literally on their own land what you're supposed to plant and not plant.
Well, here stateside, they subsidize the farmers to get them to grow what they want them to do. They'll pay for a wheat crop for a
Monsanto.
certain. Yeah, Monsanto. Yeah.
All GMO.
Yep. And you got to buy their seed, and it's usually Terminator seed. It dies after the first crop, so you can't save your seed for next season. You can't let it go to seed. You got to go back and buy more Monsanto crop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cash making business, dude. Yeah.
All it is. Everybody's just here for the ride.
And manipulations because you get away with it in a temporal position, like right away.
I mean, even now with the electricity so bad, the people that's got their own off the grid electricity, like solar panels and stuff, they literally want to charge them tax. The government wants to charge them tax for having their own electricity and water.
You pay to make your own. That's insane.
You have your own electricity, your own water, but they want to charge you tax because of that.
Well, they don't want to lose any income off anybody at
Because
all.
it's a syndicate. It's a money making syndicate. That's all it is. Sad.
It is.
You can get away with it. These people that say all this slander about me, they'll say all this slander and they'll say it with such conviction. And there are people that lie so much that they are able to lie so well and lie with such conviction. I think they start to believe their own lies.
If you lie with conviction, that's not lying good. That means you'll be shown to be lying because you're convicted. You know what conviction means? See what I'm saying? It's always with him. It's, people are slandering me. No, Mr. Witsit, it's not slandering. It's calling literally out the deception. It's calling out when you get caught lying.
It's like he's looking in the mirror when he's saying that, though, you know?
I think it's just time he accepts he got caught out, you know, and like we said, just say you're sorry and move on.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, so you don't need to show your face to debate. Max I think Max from Matters Now should just be ignored totally because he needs people for content. The guy's a bigot.
That dude's voice just gets on my nerves. I can't listen to him for very long, man. It's just his voice is like a cartoon character or something, man. I'm like, I'm sorry. You know, regardless of what he's saying, I really can't listen to that guy. It sounds like he talking. I don't know. It's weird. I can't even imitate it.
Yeah, he's got a really irritating. I can't actually.
It's the tenor.
You're able to gaslight people so well that I know I'm bringing this up a lot because it's like I've seen this now that it's just this is not specific to your position, and I experience this a lot, and it's just very interesting that. And then also there's this thing where you have to realize that you have to just let people think that they're tricking you, you know, like play dumb, you know, like just almost even kind of give into it, feed into it, be like, yeah, oh wow, and like let people do it because I think that it's even bad to get like too involved with that at all. That's what I think right now.
He didn't really give an answer, did he?
No. He's good at avoiding the subject somehow.
Yeah, talks enough just to avoid answering.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'll check. And that made
I'm saying why he was definitely under the influence of something. I mean, he's going on for an hour and 11 minutes, and he seems a bit more into it. You know, he's more awake. He's more his usual self, almost like it's worn off a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys a bit of an insight into how I felt about this whole thing. It's like I could like consistently
He's
try
even talking faster. So yeah.
Combat the lies. I have the evidence against. I saw the contradictions in what people are saying. I can disprove a lot of the slander. I can add the context. I can point out what they're tactically omitting. I can catch people in their lies. And sometimes I catch, you know, like people come to me with information a lot. It's a very interesting component of my life. People that have been slandering me, for example, like people come to me and be like, here's all this information about them. And here, you know, here's where they got this and they're lying about this or whatever. And this happens to me all over the place. I just rarely act on it because, you know, like I would rather know the snakes in the grass. So that's what I've been doing. I've sat back with all this situation and just watched.
He's literally lying on stream. Where did he just sit there and let it? No ways. He's been going out, attacking people, claiming slandering. So where's he just been sitting in the back doing nothing?
And where has he proved that all this that has been said about him is wrong, is slanderous?
He hasn't.
No, exactly.
So he's literally lying as he's now. You see, now he's trying to play the I'm holier than thou kind of book now. This is the narcissist he is. No.
It's like, you're gonna betray me. You're gonna stab me in the back. Well, you were always waiting to do that. But you were just waiting for the opportunity to do that anyway.
Wow.
Wait, who stabbed him in the back? Actually, who's he talking about?
Everybody? I don't know. Wow.
Yeah.
And then sit back and kind of play dumb and act like I don't know that you betrayed me, that I don't know that what you were just saying about me when I wasn't in there. When I do, or people come and tell me things like in this wild schizophrenic, synchronistic way. And so I'm just around you and I'll like play dumb. Like you think, yeah, you're totally tricking me right now. Or like even lead them to believe, like, I don't know. Because you have to give people an opportunity to deceive you, to betray you.
No.
So,
why?
No, you don't give people opportunity to deceive you, to trick you. What the bullshit is that?
People betray you or deceive you, that's on them. You don't sit there and give them give them a chance to do it. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's weird. No, I don't want people to deceive me, so I'm not going to give them opportunity to deceive me because I don't like deception. Why? What is wrong with this guy?
So now I have this whole new refreshed look on this whole conversation, my role and what I'm doing, my content. I don't care at all what anyone thinks about anything.
My role? That's an interesting
My
way
role,
to say
my
it.
content, me, I.
No, but it's interesting.
Yeah, my
his
role, yeah.
Me,
When
myself, and
he's
I.
explaining something.
I didn't know anybody had a role to do
I'm
anything.
just all on YouTube, creating content, trying to put the truth out there. Is that not what we're doing?
Yeah, it's not a role though, is it?
No,
is it
exactly.
acting? Is it a role? No.
Exactly my point. I'm not playing a role. You're not playing a role. Putting the truth out there as myself.
Interesting.
Yes, ain't it?
I think Witsit
I don't
had
care.
more.
I feel led to do
followers
something.
before. Now he has only 43k. I think he was close to 50, if I'm not wrong.
But he did lose some subs, by
Yeah.
the way. He lost quite a bit.
Okay.
If he also had to now flip like Jiren, he'll gain all those subs and more. But like I said, he's the one playing it safe. He's the one staying in the flat Earth. We said that's going to happen. So
Well, if you
remember
try
the art of war. It's the art of war that he's playing. It's as simple as that.
if you try to please everyone, someone is not going to like it.
You can't please everybody. It's as simple as that.
Never.
But that's why you shouldn't be running after like subscribers and whatever. It's not going to help you.
I'm going to go do it. If I let it say something, I'm going to say it. I don't care what anyone thinks about anything. That just and it's so freeing and refreshing. I feel like I've kind of been reset and recalibrated. Hopefully this is encouraging to some people.
That'll be the Benzos.
Sometimes it hurts to see people turn on you. But dude, would you really rather like be in the dark and believe that person has your back until you really needed them? You know? So it's like there are a lot of people that I've had their back a lot. I've defended them a lot. I've kind of always been considerate of how my actions would affect them. I've been really loyal, and they didn't reciprocate that at all. But that's okay. It's actually good that it's a really good thing that I know that.
You kind of look like it's bothering you there. It looks almost like he's trying to reassure himself it's okay.
Yeah, it's like who you trying to convince, us or yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm. Quite odd.
What are you doing over there, you little turd?
But yeah, I think that's everything we need to see.
Yeah, well.
That was good.
Decent stream, but yeah, there's definitely something a bit lackadaisical about him at the start of the stream, yeah. A little too chill. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not.
So
It doesn't seem like him.
So we got 361 votes. Witsit looks not right. Something is off.
Right.
Yes, 68%. No, 15%. And not sure, 17%.
Mm.
I was a not sure because I didn't know how to answer that.
Hey, the Jeff talks.
He does sometimes. He does.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so
Sometimes you can go 6 hours being straight in the background and not talk for 6 hours, then just scare you out your mind. You know? I was falling asleep last night, and she was like, "Yeah, PJ." I'm like, this scared the crap out of me.
so yeah. What's your guys' thoughts? Any streams to push out or anything
Yeah,
interesting?
I'm streaming tomorrow. Yeah, 2 p.m. as usual. I don't know what I did today for that I was doing James Randy yesterday. It was fine. Doing it today, and then they stopped me for copyright on that James Randy thing. But the thing is, they copyright me on the certain thing. It's there, but when you go back to it, I was halfway through the video anyway. It's still half of the video is still there. So what they copyright me for is still there. So what's the point in that? You know?
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, I was near the end of it anyway. But yeah, it's definitely something strange going on. He's acting like he's not bothered. I think he's bothered, and he's finding alternative means to deal with it. That's what it seems like to me. I wouldn't want to straight out accuse, but it seems like that to me.
Natalie, vegan dogs, Flatzoid suspected debating cats tonight. What? First time I've heard of this.
What?
I'm definitely not debating anybody tonight. I'm going to bed now.
Yeah.
So will do it. I'm joking. So. Volunteering.
I think it's a
Yeah,
fantasy.
probably.
They beat them.
He's on them good CIA drugs, huh?
Yeah. Quite insane.
But yeah, it's weird. It's acting weird. It definitely certainly acting weird. I really do think there's like some guilt on his shoulders. You know, he's feeling the weight of the burden on his shoulders of that guilt. It's weighing heavily. It's weighing heavily. I mean, it's got to after a while. If you go, that's quite a big deception. You know, especially when you profess to believe flat Earth, but then you go and agree with. He knows it's fake, obviously. You know what they're doing is fake. So I think it's just weighing heavily, and I think, like I say, he's helping himself out somehow.
Yeah. There's the link again, guys, for DJ New Moon's latest video.
Oh, it is, man.
Do go and give him a support. Hit the likes and share. Yeah. And then PJ, you got your link for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, of course. I'll do it now. I'll get it now.
And then also Sov. I don't know if you're gonna have a stream.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have one tonight, 9:30. We've been getting into some of these impossible buildings and the storylines that we started out with the lost history of flat Earth, and then I'm gonna go into because man, I'm wondering all these bones that are under these places, you know. And I thought, you know, the one in Paris, everybody knows about the one in Paris, but there's one in Odessa that's like over 1,000 miles of tunnels of bones and shit down there, man. And it's like, where did these people come from? And where you get, I mean, it's bad enough with the structures above, but you got people down there doing all these intricate patterns and building with human bones. What in the world is going on? What happened? Where did these people come from? And don't tell me you went and dug them up out of cemeteries that were overpopulated. Yeah, dumb. These things are all like at the same rate of decay and purposely stacked into all these different. I mean, wow. There's even, you know, like altars and stuff down there. It's, you know, of course, looks like, you know,
Genocide.
Catholic iconography and shit like that they're using. And it's like, oh, nothing screams, let's go worship Jesus, like going into a cave full of dead bones and a cross made out of dead bones. And what the hell is that? You know, and because it's under a church, that's okay. You know, what if they had that? And they sell tickets. You can go down there and look at this shit. They make money off it. I'm like, that's just sick. But I have to wonder, where the hell did all these people come from? What happened?
Guys, quick update. They are discussing again digital ID. You won't be able to buy or sell or even eat. Yeah.
They've been saying that for 40 years. I've been hearing
It's
this.
just getting more and more into it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology allows it.
Yeah.
It's all right. Go ahead and do it. I'm ready to exit stage left anyways, you know. So I'm just documenting the fall of Western civilization. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get it. No way.
Nope.
Oh, Natalie Vegan Dog says it's Toon's channel. Made me think it was a debate. I guess it's an old thing or just cats talking shit. Yeah. They're like rehashing old content because they're desperate to get content. And frankly, I want nothing to do with them anymore. So they leech at anything they can.
This USAID that they shut down, you know, Trump just went in there and just shut this shit down because this money was going to all kinds of crap. One of the things they found that it was going to were like YouTube creators and influencers on social media. Now, I'm wondering if we're going to see a decline of these flat earth haters as a result of that.
Yeah.
I believe that they were giving money to the alphabet companies to support these people, to put them out there as their effort to combat misinformation on the internet. We actually saw the alphabet CEO in front of Congress admit such. So,
and it's failing them. And I mean, it's failing them actually because it's a desperate attempt to try and get everybody off of it. But the more they're trying to do it, the more it seems to be getting everywhere.
It's like trying to get out of quicksand. The worse you struggle, the deeper you go.
Yeah. Small info for you guys. People think that the YouTube is corporation. No, YouTube is owned by Google. Google is owned by Alphabet Inc. And the corporation, what really corporation is the one company which you can't see. It's hidden. That's the real corporation. Google, Alphabet Inc. They're part of corporation, but they're not corporations.
I'm going to keep my eyes open and watch what happens with this because I think that's going to send ripples through this entire thing, because you can't tell me that these creeps actually have that many people that like them, that want to watch their content. No, you can't. I mean, how much of it can you actually be? How invested into the globe would a person have to be constantly tuning into some shit like that? You know, where all they do is throw ad homs and insult and act condescending and shit. You know, it's over, man.
It's just like a patting yourself on your back. You know, it's like, oh, I'm great. I'm Glober. You know, yeah, they are stupid. I'm awesome. That's how it is.
You remember them kids that would always hang on the teacher or the playground supervisor and shit and narc out all the other kids? Remember them, right? That's exactly what we got. Those ones. But teacher said.
Authority. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always that way.
Hate bugs.
My teachers really didn't like me at school, to be honest. I wonder why.
So yeah, that was exciting. I want to say thank you everybody for coming. Appreciate everybody who hit the likes, shared the show, and appreciate for the super chat and stuff. You guys rock. Make sure to catch PJ tomorrow, Sov later as well, and Roger as well. He's not here right now. He's just probably going to have a show tomorrow.
So when you're streaming, a normal time tonight.
Sov is
yeah,
streaming.
tonight 9:30. Tonight 9:30.
So how many hours?
What is that from now? 5
hours.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Remember, Janusz, we sleep when he streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 hours from now for me. With 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, right.
I know. Sometimes I catch the end of Sobs, but then I have to go back, and I was glad I caught the Trump one the other day because
early, you know, on Friday or on weekend.
Yeah,
2 hours.
Roger usually has his show my time about to be about 9 hours from now.
Well, I'm thinking Saturday. I'm looking at Saturday and trying to do it maybe around this time, maybe an hour earlier or so.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about a little bit about the movie, The Passion of the Christ. And I'll show a few clips and things like that, maybe the trailer on the YouTube. But then we're going to go over to Rumble and watch it. I have it on DVD, so be able to run it that way. And it really, I think it was amazing because it had really a profound effect on society when it ran. You know,
I was in rehab when that film came out, April 2004, and it was Christian rehab, and we all requested to go and see it. Went to see it, and it affected a load of people when I was there. People were getting saved, people were crying when Jesus was getting beaten. It did have a profound effect. That did.
There was people going and confessing to murders and shit that had done decades before and things like that. I mean, it really had quite a profound effect.
Probably you have heard the story when Caviezel said that he was carrying the cross and someone yanked the cross, and his shoulder was dislocated, and he was still on the cross, and he was feeling like a really pain, and he was struck by lightning as well. So he really felt how Jesus felt. That was something awesome.
And that's what I'm saying. David Barney says, yeah, it's an insane film. But you see the beating that Christ took in that movie, it was really bad. I mean, the lead tips going into his ribs and all that stuff, it was really like brutal. In real life, it was worse. It was worse.
Indeed, way worse.
You know? And that was brutal in that movie.
Yeah, it's one thing to read it poetically described in Elizabethan English in the Bible, you know, but then to actually, you know, put it into context. To put it into context, I think that's what's so powerful to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cheers, guys. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow night. Many blessings.
Again, Pope hand.
May the pressure be with you. Bye-bye.
Night, everyone.
I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path through